Welcome to the Quarter by Quarter podcast with Brian Colomb Jr., your host, and our guest here today, three-star GA Tech commit, Trelain Maddox. Would you like to introduce yourself more?
It's a pleasure to be on the show today. I'm Trelain Maddox, uh, running back at Parkview High School in Little Baron, Georgia. Committed to Georgia Tech, class of 2024. Pleasure to be on tonight.
Congrats on the Georgia Player of the Week a couple weeks ago. The interception plus all the rushing yards and the touchdowns to lead your team to victory. First thing I want to ask, I know you're kind of listed as an athlete when on your recruiting thing. So which position do you prefer? Playing defense like nickel corner, outside off ball linebacker, or running back?
I prefer running back.
I'm assuming that's what led to your decision to pick Georgia Tech.
Yeah, over the other schools. Some of the other schools wanted me to play defense, and Georgia Tech and a couple other schools wanted me on the offensive side, and that ultimately came down to the decision: offense versus defense.
Oh yeah.
But Travis Hunter, Heisman type performances, playing both sides of the ball. So I wouldn't be mad if I got to touch a little bit of both.
Got to do that, do what you do in high school and college. Like that has some technical difficulties. So yeah, it would be cool to be Travis Hunter. But that's not easy to do. It's harder in college, especially playing running back, a position that's lower paid in the NFL and a lot of stress on your body. So I can see why you may just opt to choose one.
Yeah,
So
definitely with the pay for running backs right now. And with running backs being underpaid right now, either side of the ball would suit my preferences. At the end of the day, it's a game and it's about what you find fun. So
yeah,
offense is what I find fun right now.
yeah. Either way, you're getting paid millions. So
Yeah.
it's a good deal. It's a good deal. It's a good deal. All right, so let's get into it. We know your favorite team, Panthers, favorite player, Cameron Newton, the GOAT. So how you feel about Bryce Young, first overall pick?
Oh, I mean, he's had some decent games, a couple rookie mistakes like the two interceptions against the Falcons. And it's always areas to improve on. So I feel like once he gets the hang of it, he'll be pretty decent force in the NFL.
Always. First overall pick, you're gonna have struggles, especially you're gonna go to a bad team like the Panthers. 0-3 right now. Looking for that first win. Probably gonna lose this week, probably gonna lose next week. So yeah, it's looking rough for him. What about Andy Dalton? Now y'all starting QB.
He had a pretty good game against the who did we play? We played the Seahawks. He had a pretty good game against the Seahawks. So with that, you know, backup quarterback, he came in and did the best he could.
Oh yeah, he's always decent though. He's always decent. Andy Dalton always been that type of guy. He'll come in and he'll provide a little bit, Always just been a decent QB. Nothing special, but he get the job done type stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah. This week, though, of course, this podcast is about game picks, so we got to get into it. We'll start with the Panthers. So y'all play the Vikings, both 0-3 teams. Maybe y'all expect to be 0-3 more than them. You facing against a team leader in sacks, Daniel Hunter, Kirk Cousins leading in passing yards, and Justin Jefferson leading in receiving yards, but still 0-3. So what do you think? You think y'all come out with a W?
Well, all of those, the Vikings are a great team. Great defense is decent.
Go.
The Vikings, they have a great offense attack, passing attack, leading the league in two categories on offense for a reason, passing and receiving. So it'll be pretty hard to stop them, but I don't think they have a run game right now. So with only passing the ball, it's it cuts down our what we have to stop. So I feel like it'll be a close game. We could get the dub, but as a Panthers fan, I don't want to get my hopes up too much.
Yeah, it would look bad though, since Andy Dalton's probably gonna start. It would look bad if he won and he looked better with the Panthers, and then that's gonna start a lot with him playing good and then Bryce Young looking awful every time he's been on the field. But yeah, me too. I mean, they're Vikings are talented, but got no run game and defense like paper mache. So I mean, it's probably gonna be a close game, especially with the Vikings. Panthers, y'all defensive coordinator's pretty good, so y'all will play it close. But yeah, it's gonna be a battle this tank season, a little tank bowl already. So yeah. And
Yeah,
yeah, on to the next game. We'll be talking about the GOATs, the New Orleans Saints, with Olave, top 10 in receiving yards, facing the Buccaneers at home in the dome. Both 2-1 teams. The NFC South. Records look better than they probably are right now, but one of these teams is gonna come out 3-1, hopefully the Saints. So yeah, what do you think? You got Baker Mayfield on the other side, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. What do you think?
the Buccaneers team looks a little suspect. The Saints team isn't.
There you go.
Without their starting quarterback, I don't really think they'll do too much. Watching the end of that Packers game, it was it was kind of bad, a little bit
Talk
embarrassing.
about
All
that.
the three out.
We'll talk about that.
So going into this game, I don't think Saints fans are really expecting to win. So uh, without Derek Carr, is their offense is really nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we got weapons, but with Jameis and the offense already hasn't been that good, it's probably gonna be a defensive battle. Like at least both teams scoring less than 20. So yeah, it's gonna be an ugly game. Hopefully the Saints come out on top. We're gonna need the kicker to step up, the rookie Blake Groupie. So yeah, I got Saints probably like 15-12. Probably has an all field goals type of score. Let's get a score prediction out of you.
Well,
What you got the score being?
I would say uh I say Buccaneers 20, Saints 10.
Okay. You got a little bit of bias here, but I'll let it slide. Only for today. Okay. So next up, we got probably the biggest game in the NFL this weekend. The team who just dropped 70 versus the team who just killed the Commanders, the Buffalo Bills.
Rematch.
Yeah, rematch, divisional matchup. Some great teams, great offenses. Who you got? What you think?
Um, I feel like the Dolphins are hot right now. They're not missing like anything. When they get Jalen Ramsey back, it's gonna be whole
Yeah,
different story. It's
yeah.
gonna be hard to even compete with the Dolphins later in the season. And Tua, he's playing like an MVP quarterback right now. So with all that being said, I got Dolphins by about 2 scores.
Oh yeah, me too. Dolphins, they've been so hot lately. It's hard to not pick them. And even though the Bills, super talented team, great defense, really good offense, but the Dolphins just been on a whole nother level, like looking like the greatest offense of all time. So, me too. I would
Yeah,
have to.
and it's just too much speed to keep up with. I seen a stat where like all four of their players run like a 4.3 and like lower.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's yeah, it was like a four. Waddle was like the fourth slowest one, and he's blazing. He runs like a 4.37, and then you got Akaney, the running back,
yeah.
4.32.
He's a track star.
Tyreek Hill,
Raheem
four.
Mostert.
2.9, and then Raheem Mostert at a 4.32. So that offense is like very fast.
And
So
don't
it's
forget
hard
Robbie
to
Chosen. Don't forget Robbie Chosen,
stop.
bro. Don't forget he fast too.
Yeah.
He don't got
Uh,
no weight, all the speed. So yeah. But
Maybe
yeah,
that's the new way. NFL just go straight speed.
Yeah, and hey, it's working. Cause man, them boys taking off. So yeah, me too. I think I got Dolphins. It's gonna be a duel, but I got them pulling it out like 33-30. Defense is gonna make some plays, but overall the offense is gonna be the main talk of the game. But yeah, that's gonna be an interesting game. 1 o'clock start time, kind of interesting. Maybe should be
Prime
Monday.
time.
Yeah, maybe should be prime time. So yeah, but yeah, I appreciate you. You feel we got all the game picks out of the way. I appreciate you coming on to the podcast quarter by quarter. Would you like to say anything else before we
Uh,
depart?
appreciate you for having me. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So, y'all boys, thank you. This is the second episode of the Quarter by Quarter podcast covering week 4 of the NFL season. I'll see y'all next time. Y'all host, Brian Cologne Jr.